A viral video escalates into a near-violent altercation. Now, two business owners are stuck in the middle as a judge tries to sort things out. Arguments have escalated between two wealthy Florida businessmen. Frederick DeLuca is the co-founder for the restaurant chain Subway. He is accusing two men of stealing over $1 million after a community project went wrong. The biggest concern isn't even involving the money. Instead, a YouTube video showing DeLuca is at the height of all arguments. The video allegedly shows DeLuca plotting with his lawyer on how they would seek charges against the two men. DeLuca's lawyers are fighting the video. They say it is illegal to tape anyone speaking without their knowledge. Circuit Court Judge David Crow has previously ruled out the video, but the defendant's attorneys are filing a motion to allow the video as evidence. According to Judge Crow, he says, "I can't control YouTube." Concerns regarding development in Palm Beach's agricultural reserve have come to an end. A county government watchdog had previously launched an investigation into how neighborhood plans were being handled by the Inspector General's office. Environmental advocates were concerned about the preservation of West Delray Beach and Boynton Beach. GL Homes had proposed to start development in those areas, getting the go-ahead from the Inspector General, who deemed them in considerable latitude. The watchdog came to a conclusion that no wrongdoing had occurred in the decision-making process. Inspector General John Kerry believes that the debate over the land should be handled in the courts, not in his office. Kerry says this is between the citizenry and their county council or the courts if they can't come to an agreement. Over 10,000 acres of the reserve continue to stay part of the agricultural production. Winter Storm Linus is one of the hardest-hitting weather systems of the year. Frustration grows as flight delays and cancellations continue throughout South Florida's airports. With snowstorms leaving up to 18 inches in the Midwest, airlines are struggling to keep up. Between both of Chicago's airports, nearly 1,600 flights were canceled. Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport has had over 27 flights canceled and 38 delayed. Deborah Terry was flying from Florida to Chicago when her flight was canceled. She said, "We actually got on the plane and they told us it was canceled." Those traveling are urged by airport officials to check the status of their flight, especially those flying into storm-affected areas. It's known as the least transparent government body in the whole nation, but it's also one of the most powerful, the Supreme Court. And on Monday, Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor spoke to a packed-out crowd in West Palm Beach. Sotomayor is the first Hispanic woman to serve in the nation's high court. In case you were wondering, Justice Sotomayor did allow members in the audience to record her speech. More than 40 years after state courts opened up to allow video and audio recording in the courtroom, federal courts still ban any kind of electronic devices inside their doors. If you were looking for a ticket, luck wasn't on your side. With over 1,200 tickets, the event was officially sold out. With her left leg amputated above the knee and her right hand blown off, one woman is now fighting for her freedom. Callie Garrick is charged with allegedly pointing a gun towards police forces during a 3-hour dispute in Broward County. Garrick denies these claims and says she has no recollection of what actually happened. During the event, Garrick says she was under the influence of pills and had suicidal tendencies. According to the SWAT team, Garrick charged deputies with a gun, causing them to fire. She was in the hospital for months after receiving 24 blood transfusions and over 20 surgeries. Garrick is now fighting back against the 2 counts of aggravated assault on an officer. Those who are scheduled to take the stand in the upcoming trial include the officer who shot Garrick. Garrick says the event was a cry for help that turned into a massacre. While the rest of the country grapples with the heavy snow, we might have a few rain clouds moving through the area over the next 4 days. Here's a quick look ahead in our weather forecast.